Hey everyone, this is Casey from Leader Dog Training, and I just wanted to put together a short video to kind of let you guys know what we are doing to handle the pandemic and what our dog training programs are looking like in these new circumstances. So it is winter now. All this information is for January 2021 and beyond into the spring. And with the CDC guidelines, how they are right now, and the recommendations from the governor from the state of Connecticut, we have decided to, for the winter at least, put all of our programs into a group online virtual format so that we make sure that we keep our family safe and that we keep your family safe at the same time. The biggest problem with in-home dog training and the pandemic isn't that we cannot, we can all wear masks and we can all stand 6 feet apart, but it's the indoor dynamic of the winter that is, New England January weather through March weather. It's super unpredictable. It's super raw and cold and damp and stark really early, and so trust me, you do not want to be training your puppies outside right now for an hour. They don't want to be trained outside for an hour either. And I want to make sure that we are not rescheduling and taking long breaks and gaps in time for your program, because the consistency that comes with seeing you every week or every other week is really the invaluable part of the program. So to combat that, the fact that I can't give you private indoor lessons right now, we have just converted our same curriculum into an online format, which I am really excited about. So I think there's a lot of perks to getting this information out to you guys this way. It's going to make it totally accessible for tons of people, regardless of where you live, what your environment is like, and it's going to make it so that you get to apply the behaviors right in your home, and that's about as good as we can ask for right now with the current circumstances. So we have 4 new classes because I want to take my most popular programs and convert them over into group classes, and then I wanted to make a couple of classes for people who don't fit directly into those programs. So in pre-pandemic world, that would be the clients that I was customizing some of these programs for, which was really the perk, as you guys know, of private dog training, is that we can tweak your curriculum to make sure we're working on what you specifically need to work on. So to do that, we created a puppy kindergarten. It's called Pandemic Puppy, and that is our classic, most popular puppy program, the All-Star program, converted into a group class. That is 75 minutes long, so that we can alternate between lecture and application, and so that they have a little bit of a break in between there too, because puppies need a break from learning sometimes. And that's going to run for 6 weeks at a time. It's going to have a lot of homework. It's going to be really hands-on, and I'm really, really excited about it. We're going to do the same exact idea for adult dogs with a family dogs class. We converted the curriculum from our All-Star adult program into that 6-week class, 75 minutes, just like puppy kindergarten, and it's going to run in the same kind of format where we do a bunch of lecture and we do a bunch of hands-on exercises. We're going to alternate. It's going to include a lot of homework, and a introductory class lecture that's going to be videoed so that you can, as soon as you sign up, get access to watch that first class, which in the days of being in your house, private dog training would be your consult visit, which is where I give you just a bunch of information about living with dogs and kind of some extra things to be working on right from the get-go. So the second level, which I'm really excited about, is called an Ultimate Student, and this is for people that want a little bit extra help and a little bit more access to the materials that we're working on. So you get your 6 weeks of class, you're going to come to every class live, just like everybody else, And then on top of that, you're going to have online access to recorded lecture material and exercise examples in a website format, so a private website that you can visit and you can work through those lessons. That way, it's like a supplemental guide, and you'll have access to that forever. So you can just use your password and go and check back in there in 6 months or 9 months or 6 weeks or whenever you want. If you need to brush back up on the course content, you can do it that way. And you get access to that being an Ultimate student. You also get a 20-minute check-in with me privately over Zoom or phone, and every single week that the class is running. So that's 6 20-minute check-ins, and we will go over your homework. We will troubleshoot any problems you're having privately in your home with your puppy, and we can also go on with some extra exercises if you're ready for that as well. So that's really beneficial. It's really going to get all of these skills really down pat for you in your environment and also allow you to get some one-on-one feedback with me. So we're also going to run some specialty classes. The first one is called Problem Solving. You've got 99 problems, let's solve some. And this is going to be 6 weeks, 1-hour classes. There will be no Ultimate student level, just regular old show up, take your class live. And it's going to be for people that want to work on addressing 1 or 2 very specific behaviors. We're going to make a behavior plan. We're going to talk about management. We're going to get some immediate results on some things that maybe you've been struggling with at home. This is appropriate for any behavior that you want to work on except for human aggression and dog aggression. So if you have an aggression case, this is not the class. This also is not going to be applicable for any dog with separation anxiety. So, but things like barking and lunging on a leash at other dogs or other people, barking outside, barking at the mailman, jumping up on your counters, jumping up on guests, pulling on leash, things like that, things that you would really prefer if they stopped happening and your dog would do something else instead. This one's for you. The other one that we have is for tweens, so teenage dogs that are starting to push the boundaries a little bit, starting to feel their oats a little bit more. Or for alumni, so it's called Tweens and Alumni, which is just going to go into more depth on impulse control and some general life behaviors that you really want to have roped in by the time your dog is an adult. And then also some other cool things like a little bit of behavior change, where we'll make some kind of custom plans for you guys, and some handling, so like grooming and things that you need to be able to get done at home. We're just going to check in on those and make sure that everything is good. So that's it for updates. Sorry this is so annoyingly long. Keep an eye on Facebook and on the website for updates as we go, for new courses being offered. To register, go ahead and follow the links on the website. That will bring you to the page where you can register, and also you can always email leaderdogtraining@gmail.com and someone will send you over the link to get you registered. All right, everybody, stay safe and well.